I'm driving home. I wanted to record you the Premier League predictions for this weekend, but I realized I'm going to take some time on the road because of the traffic we got over here, yeah? There is always traffic in Nairobi on Fridays. I don't understand where people are always driving to. So we're going to be going through the top 6 Premier League football teams to bet on this weekend. Oh my God. Some guys just need to be trained again, yeah? Refresher training on how to drive properly. You cannot be coming in front of me without indicating. So really the first game we're going to go over is the game Leeds United versus Tottenham Hotspurs. That is the first match we are analyzing. When I talk about this game, I want you to understand the following. There is a possibility of over 2.5 goals in this game. At the same time, there is a possibility of Tottenham Hotspurs winning the game. In terms of scoreline, I think Tottenham Hotspurs is going to get it maybe a 2-1 victory, 3-1 victory. But now, in the top 6 football predictions section, we are betting on Tottenham Hotspurs to win the very game or a draw to occur. That is our first game. In our second game, we have Arsenal playing West Ham United. I'm going to keep it simple. This is a game whereby I'm expecting Arsenal to go ahead and win with a clean sheet of 2-0. 2-0 clean sheet, that is what I'm expecting from Arsenal. So for the sake of betting and for the sake of this video, YouTube, our prediction is going to be an Arsenal victory with an odd of 1.231. And then, of course, we have the big game, biggest game indeed of the weekend, Chelsea versus Liverpool. I want to see your predictions. What do you think is going to occur in the game? Do you think Chelsea is going to win the game? Do you think Liverpool is going to win the game? To be fair and to be honest with you, based on my analysis so far, I believe that Liverpool have a stand. They stand a chance in winning this very game. So Liverpool win the game is a possible outcome. 1-2 in favor of Liverpool or a draw, 2-2 draw is likely. So for the sake of betting, because we want the best market that is not going to affect us in case any other, let me say in case Liverpool is to win or in case a draw is to occur or in case Chelsea is to win, then over 2.5 goals, which I believe has an odd of 1.50, is going to be the betting outcome. Alright, so that is our third game for the video. In our fourth game for the video, we have the very match that is going to be, I want to finish with Manchester City game. So we have Aston Villa coming up against Burnley. Aston Villa versus Burnley. Aston Villa, I believe Aston Villa should be winning the game with a scoreline of 3-1 or a score of 2-1. Alright, so at this very point, you must realize that I also staked on Aston Villa during the other weekend, alright? And I realize it's a game whereby we stand a chance to get goals easily. So over 2.5 goals is going to be my selection for this game. And I believe the odds for that very market is 1.95. So that is what we're going to be betting on in the Aston Villa versus Leeds game. And finally, Aston Villa versus Burnley game. And finally, YouTube, the last game is going to be Manchester City coming up against Brentford. And in the Manchester City versus Brentford game, our prediction is a simple prediction. There is a reason why I have decided to share you the Manchester City game versus Brentford game as the last one. The reason is, this is the game whereby I believe we're going to be having our banker of the weekend, or the safest prediction to actually rely on this weekend. And the selection is very simple. I'm expecting a Manchester City easy victory. When I talk about Manchester City easy victory, do you know what I mean? They're going to win the game easily, alright? So City to win the game as an odd of 1.6 something. That is what we're going to be backing in this very game. So those are the top 6 football teams to be betting on from the England Premier League this weekend. If you combine all their odds, as I've mentioned, we are expecting an odd of around 8.8. So I'll repeat to those of you who are not able to understand. The very first game is Tottenham Hotspurs win or a draw. And then we have Arsenal to win the game. And then we have Chelsea-Liverpool game delivering over 2.5. Aston Villa over 2.5. And finally, Manchester City game, Manchester City to win. Top 6 football teams for the weekend. There you go. Alright? At this very point, YouTube, if you've not liked the video, like the video, subscribe. I will share you further analysis when I get time later tonight for all the Premier League matches. We're going to be having 2 bet slips. A 10 odd bet slip. At the same time, we're going to be having 8 odds bet slip from the Premier League. Alright? So get ready, YouTube. It is going to be a winning weekend. It's going to be a weekend whereby we cash out, we bring the money home, and of course, you know the drill. If you're still having problems using SofaScore app, I will be leaving a link in the pinned comment section. Download your SofaScore app. At the same time, do not forget, all right? Go watch the video where I talk about how to win in football betting without prior experience or with zero experience. It is an easy to understand video. I will be attaching the link in the pinned comment section. And in the video, there's one thing I talked about. Execution is important at the end of the day. No matter how many betting strategies I get to share with you, no matter how many working betting strategies I get to share with you, if you do not take action, you will never be in a position whereby you are able to win, you are able to make money betting YouTube, all right? So listen to me. Take action. And of course, with that being said, YouTube, you know the drill. I'm rooting for you. Today, I'm not rooting for you from my home. I'm rooting for you from my car as I drive home. And I really hope that you get to win this weekend. That being said, bye-bye, YouTube. I love you. Take care, all right? I love you, YouTube. Bye-bye.